What are you guys excited for most for the new set? Locania. Decks. Deck builder. That's true. The English. Oh, English Dreamborn. You mean? Oh, that's good. Good idea. Um, that's good. Okay. We can replace some cards if they are not existing. Okay. The legendary Mulan. I was in the podcast with Seth, and I was kind of low on Mulan, but he kind of convinced me about Mulan because I underestimated the threat that she just provides by having the low cost Mulan just on the board, and she's just a really good addition for Mufasa decks because they lacked a little bit into aggro, and she's a great anti-aggro tool, of course. But I thought she was I thought she was too situational, but just that's true what he said in the podcast. Just the threat she provides is really good. The low cost, and I think there could be some new Mufasa deck with all these get damage on the board, or maybe some Ruby Amber slower controlish style deck with all these. I get damage when I hit the board, and then dinner bell maybe, and be prepared. A slower deck, with all maybe something. Not like blue red or something, but this deck could make really really crazy card advantage with dinner bell, and then be prepared, and then you have Rapunzel. You have this new kind of Rapunzel. I think it's this card. No, is it? Is it this? No. This is the Searcher. Is it? Latest. Yeah. So these were the last. Okay. So this one, can I just show it, please? Okay, then not. I did not. I didn't have been on this side. Can you just look at this picture? No. You can just look cards, maybe. Card library. Sort by latest. What do I do? Sort by latest. Set Ursula's return. Okay. Okay. The kind. What I tell you some opinions for me for new cards. Let's go around the inks because we have to wait. I think a new account that makes no sense for me now because do I have to reopen this to get this refreshed? Do you know that? Do I have to reopen Dreamborn, Pixelborn to refresh the letter? Okay. I don't know. I don't see that much sense in lettering now because the format is gone, and I just want to reach rank 1. No. Sorry. Just let's talk about the new set. That's more interesting for me. So let's go. Let's go to each ink, and I tell you which cards I really like. Hello, I picked Ember. Let's talk about Bruno. Or are you not? Are you not interested in some Bronx? Thanks for your follow. So Amber. I just go. I don't talk about cards that I think will not be good now. Maybe I will do a tier list video as well this time. But they were not very popular, to be honest, the last times, because maybe they are not that appealing. But this Minnie Mouse could maybe see play. This Cinderella could maybe see play. I don't think so, but I really like this. I really like this Mickey Mouse. I really like this card. I like its effect. I think it's quite of a strong effect. And it's not a bad card, but he's lacking something. This three strength is really bad because you know the obvious reasons, Medusa and something. And it's only when you shift it. I think, 1 star, yeah. Maybe you're right, Ikandio. Yeah, he's maybe too weak. Yeah, okay, that's I forgot about that. You need to shift it. Yeah, okay, I forgot to beat. Yeah, okay, that I forgot about. That you need to shift to get his ability is really, really bad. Yeah, I think it's unplayable. So Amber is not really, really good. I mean, this Mickey Mouse could see play maybe. I think this is just Criminal Minds in a character, but maybe Criminal Minds is just more effective in the way that what the card wants to do. The Mini Rapunzel, this is a Mini Rapunzel is an obvious addition. I think this could maybe see play in this new. There is some crazy deck running around, at least the theory crafting, with this new fill, and then every time a hero is played, you get 1 lore, and then you can just play the old Brightlands deck, and then you win in 1 turn. And for this deck, this could maybe be good because you have decent chance to sing this, and it's inkable. So this is one of the best sing together songs, I think, because it's decent. It's not super crazy, but the fact that it's just inkable makes this sing together song way better than other sing together songs, I think. But maybe even that is not good enough. I don't see this Ariel. And some people are high on this Ursula, but I don't see it. I'm Vela. Thanks for your follow. It's this bare necessities in the body, but 4 cost uninkable. Yeah, if the purple thing together was inkable, then it would be playable. Then it would be a decent endgame tool for control matchups, but yeah. And I don't see this card potential, to be honest, because it's too clunky. Thank you, Cabled and Kick Cutie. Yeah, Jafar. But do we not need things to get the Jafar more consistent? And I don't think this new song is making the Jafar deck more consistent. Red yellow, I could see red yellow too. Yes, just all these. I get damage when I hit the board, and the new mini Rapunzel, the old Rapunzel, then maybe the dinner bell, something like this could be tested. And this is the mini Rapunzel. This is decent. I think this is not super strong. I don't know if this is good enough, to be honest, because it's just replacing itself. and then it's just a cantrip effect, and then it's 1/4 for 3. I don't know if it's good enough. Maybe it is because it's kind of cheap, but it's not a threat or something. Daisy Duck. Amber's really underwhelming, to be honest. Yeah. So let's look at the ladder. Where's Savis? Where is Savis? Hey, Cabled. Yeah, that's true. Nomlix, yeah, that's true. That's really true. I forgot about that. The healing effect is just value. That's true. Yeah. This is a really good card. If the Broom decks get something, this is all you want to get out of a 2-drop. It's replacing itself and is a decent threat. Then that's crazy good. I don't think this. This is also really. I think this is also really underrated because this is just a decent threat. You could. Oh, you can do that. Be a squared. I didn't read it that good. Oh, okay. That's a little upside, of course. Because I think about decks like you can play this with Cauldron, of course, or something. Yeah, I think you won't do that often, but it's an upside, of course, that you can heal opponents. And this one is really good if you. This is crazy. Maybe I can see this like if you Cauldron and then you play this purple red. I would see this as purple red or Jafar, yeah. Because if you can LeFou this and it gets 6 lore, that's crazy. Because yeah, LeFou or this all this ready making effects are crazy with this card. 6 lore in one turn, wow. And you draw 2 cards. But you need to play some awkward cards to make this card going. That's the problem a little bit. Because you need to play cards like, Cauldron is maybe the most effective way. Or just, or Boss in a Roll, Boss in a Roll. Or maybe the Madame Mim. No, not it's Merlin. I think the 2-drop Merlin with this Squirrel. Yeah. Squirrel is too weak, but it needs support to get this going. That's a little downside, but the potential is really high. This could maybe it's like the Prince Eric in set 1. So it's okay, and it's a shift target for this big Ursula. So I can see a world in that this card could see play. I could see a world in that this card could see play because it's shift target, but maybe it's too weak. The brooms are all good. Yeah, if this deck works, this is just needed to make this broom deck work. This was just needed. Isma 2-drop is true, but Isma 2-drop is also awkward. You need some consistent ways to do that. And Cauldron and Boss in a Roll are the best options, I would say. And I think Cauldron is not a bad card. It's a decent card. Bad. This is I don't know. I don't see it. I wondered why. I think this is the mother. They are missing some lore. This is the mother of Chip from set 2, this one drop 2/2. And why she's not and why is Chip not included here in this effect? Yeah, true. True. That's possible. Yeah. Bruno in Broom deck. True. Um that works, does it? It's not it's not it can be every broom, yeah. All brooms are called magic broom, are they? Yeah, but because that makes no sense. She's the mother of Chip, and Chip is not included here. Just Lumiere and Cogsworth. That's not fair. What's with her son? This is the befuddle. I don't see it. And this is a really good card. This spell is a really good. I could see the spell just. This is a real decent card in itself. Doesn't need too much support or something. This card can. Yeah, okay, maybe Holy Ghost. Yeah, I think this is a really really good card. This spell. It had it. She has decent stats. It's not that easy to remove. We know all how awkward the stats of Medusa is. It's awkward to remove her. And this effect can be a real power shift, even if you not have support with this. Sometimes you're just there's some damaged Maui or something, and then you can just heal your Maui and remove something from your opponent. That should you win you the game, maybe. That's such a crazy power shift. I think you don't need to shift this card. You won't need I wouldn't shift this card. You could play the spell in like blue fairy decks or something. She's a good include. And but I think this card doesn't need support to be good. And I think I'm not too convinced about, but I think we could all underestimate this effect because it's like healing your character and damaging one opposing. That's could can always be a huge power shift. And she's an inkable, decent stat character. There's no real downside here. Um, I thought Moosebox. I think I don't think so. Moosebox, to be honest, that it's playable. So I can see the spell, at least see some testing, and maybe she's not good enough, but it's a really good card in itself. And for example, in limited or something, this is a powerhouse. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this card is awkward. I think in the meta, like it is right now, she would be bad. I think because the stats are too bad. But it's not a. It's a powerful card. Of course, she can quest for 4. But my assumption is that the stats are too weak for what she does. Yeah, and that's true. Resist doesn't work on this. That's also good. For now, I think this is too weak, but we will see. And this card is really sad because it's not inkable. If it's what would have been, this card is the meaning of a win more card. If you want to see what is a win more card, just look at this card. It's like only good when you are ahead, and I mean I can see some combo potential with some cards, but the problem is this effect. The problem is with this card, this effect doesn't win you the game against any deck, only against some deck. some decks, because all real decks, this is awkward. But of course, against some in a control mirror match, this could win you the game, this effect. But there are many decks, they don't care too much about that. I mean, this effect is strong, but I can't see this card seeing play, sadly. Because I think it's a cool card, but we talked about this in the podcast. Imagine you mulligan into this. This is so crazy bad. Oh my gosh. You mulligan into this, you hate yourself so much. Yeah. That's just sticking forever in your hand. Then you hope when you mulligan into this, then you hope your opponent plays a Merfolk, so you can discard this. From the last set, yes. This card is not good enough, but these are the best stats in the game, 4/7. Yeah, the card is underrated. I think so too, yeah. This is the best stats in the game. And this is maybe a little bit looked over because this is just on the board for forever. Yes. Because these are the best stats in the game. Four strength are the best stats in the game, and more than 6. And of course, this is one of the. And this is the card I'm so excited for. Because maybe she's too niche character, but this is a standalone card for me to better our matchup into Steel Song, because this card alone can win you games into Steel Song. I think they have a hard time to remove her. And this effect is strong. She has 3. She quests for 3. She has the best stats in the game. I can't see a reason why this is not S tier for me. But maybe she ends up not to be good enough, even though it's S tier. But a card with so many effects and so many effects that are good. I think she's just S tier for me. She does so many things, but she really screams for green. You need to pair it with green with this card, because she offers green everything that green needs. I mean, she offers board interaction with this effect. She offers a counter to Steel Song, what green suffers a lot. She offers this body against everything. This is just but really she screams for green. I think she's only paired with green because green has the shift targets for her. Green, she is the effects used pretty good for, because if you purple red, for example, maybe you just play Medusa, because Medusa just such an efficient card. This card is, I think it's the best legendary from the new set. But even though she's that good, I think she needs the right meta to shine. She fits not in every meta, because Super Goof or something are good in every meta, but she. And this is just. I thought about this card as an Maleficent. How can you say that? Replacement. Because as well, the 2-drop Ursula. is the perfect shift target because she does her thing when she hits the board, the 2-drop Ursula, and then she's not doing that much, and then she's really good to be shifted on. I think like 2 or 3 I would test first, 2 or 3 of this. But if Steel Song, the problem is Steel Song got no really good additions in this set, and maybe Steel Song is not that popular anymore, and then we don't need her too much, because if we stick with the tempo version, then she's too expensive most of the time. Why? So Emerald, many people say Emerald is one of the best colors of the new set. Not all crabs, but I think in my first version I will just play new cards. I will include all new cards that I think are maybe playable and just look what they do. But I'm really high on Cricky, yes. So just look on this, what could be good. This card got a lot worse than I initially thought, because I thought this card is just busted, but I misread it, because when you play this character, choose and discard a card or banish this character. So you can't play this character when you have no cards in your hand. I thought you can overcome this effect when you have no cards in your hand, but you can't, because you have to discard a card or she gets banished. And that makes her a lot worse. Thank you, chum. Yeah, that's true, Pavel. Hey, chum. And that makes her maybe unplayable for me, because this is much a high downside. Unplayable, no, unplayable maybe not, but thanks, Jamins. But the downside is really there, and 3-cost uninkable. I mean, it's an all-in card. But that hurts her a lot. But maybe she would be, she would be. So, and again, I told it a lot. This is the worst legendary card of the new set. Don't try card decks with this card. This card is trash, okay? It's not even worth a legendary. Don't try decks with this card. This is just bad, okay? You waste your time. Thank you. Bye-bye. This is really not good. Really, really not good. Don't try to make this work. And then it gets good, and I'm, as I told in the podcast, I lose all my reputation. Okay. Do you know why this card is bad? Because why you need to have 2 cards of the same. That's a lot to get this card even going, and then you can see it like a shift. But then it's not a tempo gain, because you play this card for 4. You invest 4 ink to do this, and then you need to exert it. So next turn, it does nothing as well. Just to shift, you could say, a small Ursula to a big Ursula or something. I don't see it. But this is really good. This is also one of the cards I want to test. Yeah, but even then, why you just you need to play this first, you know? You do nothing in this turn. You do nothing in this turn, and he does nothing in the next turn. And this is a tough condition. You need to. No. Hey, Bobby! Hidden Incaster, don't try it. You burn your hands. But this is really good. It's just like Kida. Yeah, but I think even. Oh, that's a good thing. I think even Trumpeter is better than this Hades. Yeah, Trumpeter is better than this. Because you also need this low cost character to be on the field or on your hand. Oh, this is so bad. But this is a real good. It's like a Kida. It's a solid evasive character as well. Oh, this is Ink. Oh, that's a good. That's a good mentioning. That's a good mention, Pavel. That's a good. I think this is better as Trumpeter because just Ink. It's a land for all those who played Magic. This is a land. Yeah, but the problem is in this game, even if you play something like the Big Goofy or something, there are so many answers to it. I saw a combo with this card. Do you know the best combo with this card? This card has a crazy combo. Do you know what the combo is? It's Bogo. Or how's he called? Yeah. This is crazy good. Yeah, it's a crazy good combo, but yeah, it's 9 costs, so. Uh, I mean, it's a BOGO and then it's a be prepared, you know. No, it's only for opposing characters. Yeah, it's a cool combo if it hits, but yeah, it's very late. Hey is awkward. Yeah, maybe that could work. Yes, Nomlix. Yeah, maybe that could work. Yeah, because this is not a bad card by any means. It's not, even in itself. It's not a bad card because it's a kind of a strong effect. Has 3 lore, and yeah, it's expensive, but it's decent. It's not a bad card. This Prince Philip, of course. And this hey, I'm really, this is the card I'm wondering most how good it is. Bibidi Babidi Boo next turn, yes. Because it's awkward. The problem is, I told it earlier, you can't play this on turn 3. That's the That's the most problem on this card, is that you can't, even on the draw, you can't play this on turn 3 because you have to ink first. Then you have the same amount of ink than your opponent, and then you can't play this. You can play this, but you don't get the effect. So you can play it on turn 4, but do you want to play this on turn 4? In which deck do you want to play this on turn 4? It's not a crazy good turn 4 play. Yeah, against blue. Against blue, it's good. Against blue, this is a counter card maybe, but I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, of course not. But the fact that you can't play this card on turn 3 makes it so much worse for me. because it's really awkward to play this on turn 4, you know. There's my creaky. I like this card so much because it's the kind of card that I just like, because maybe they will adjust this, because here's 4/4. Maybe he gets 4/4. That would be cool. Thank you. But this card does so many things, I think. I'll, just the existence of this card makes in green, makes your opponent maybe into green, not playing any locations, because this is just such a threat to locations. And that's one good upside for him, because just the existence of this card makes your opponent maybe not play any locations in the game. And locations were not too bad into us. I think we had some decent answers to it, but not always. And locations were decent against us. And they could be too afraid to play locations, because this is just a threat to locations. And then Dice the Medusa, bad card. Okay, you got me. And then he's a really good threat. I mean, he dies the Medusa, of course, but if that's the reason to not play a card, then you can't play any card with 3 or less. So yeah, I think he's at least I will at least test it. Yeah, with the Lumiere or something. Yeah, and this is also hard to figure out how good this is. Savit Samator just got world. Okay. Yeah, that's the first. That's the first idea I had too. Just a 2/2 split with crab, maybe. I mean, Fat Dunk. I mean, I don't know if my deck like this exists anymore. It depends a lot on many things, like how the meta shifts, how good the new cards are. Maybe our deck. I could assume that maybe our deck gets just a little bit slower and has some late game cards, maybe like the Ursula or something. Because the Ursula, the 7-drop Ursula, would be kind of awkward if she would exist now in our deck, because she's still too. It's 1/1, okay. Because she's still too expensive. So maybe our deck gets just in itself a little bit slower. Cabled, thank you so much for your sub, really. But she's just an addition against Steel Song, yeah. She makes our Steel Song matchup a bit. This card is also a really, really, really good card, I think. There could be some crazy decks with this card. First I thought about this card, maybe green-yellow, you know, and then just play with Ariel. Ariel will search, I don't know, don't talk about Bruno or something, and then sing it. Or you don't even need to sing it. And then return your Ariel to your hand and just replay your Ariel to get a new song. That's a cool combo, I think. It's also a very good anti-aggro tool when you play this more controlish style. And there are, or the minor strength, yeah. I think there are some decent combo. The good thing about this card is it's a control card, but this is also a really good anti-aggro tool. So this card does multiple things for a deck, because any aggro deck hates this effect. And against control decks, you could use this effect to maybe sometimes bounce your own character for value. And even they have some targets like Hiram or something that's also annoying to bounce. And she has Ward. This is a really, really good card. But yeah, this card needs support and needs to be tested. Which color does she fit the best? And yeah. I know what you mean, Bobby. That's really cool. That's a cool combo with this card. Yeah. I the first thinking was just green yellow because of Ariel, because I think the Ariel synergy with this card is really good. Bouncing Ariel should feel so good. And this card, if sideboards would exist, this card would be so good. I would play this 4 times in my sideboard. I'm really sad that there's no sideboard in Lorcana right now. But in the main deck, I think this card can't be played. And this rest in peace, Pascal. But this is just a good Pascal replacement. This is so good. I think this card did not get much attention, but this is so good. Really. Yeah, Penguin. I always get this argument, but I don't think so because I don't play this card in my main deck. I don't play this card in my main deck because it's too situational. And if sideboards exist, each matchup would be more even, and more skill dependent. I think it would flatten out the matchup curve so much into many matchups. Because if sideboards would exist, I would play this card 4 times. I would play the 7-cost Ursula 4 times, and then I have more answers to them. Let's talk a little bit more about the next set. I did not finish my speech because I really like to talk about new decks. Ruby were the last. We have 3 colors left. I want to talk about. Yeah, a Quen. That's what I want to build. So I think today, or at latest tomorrow, I will build a deck and post it on maybe on Twitter or just on the 20 Law Discord, because I have something in mind. Green purple. We need to try it all stuff because but I'm not sure about it's really good. But the best attempt, and when releasing a new set, is just put all the new cards in the deck and then look which cards you get a feeling how good a card is really fast, I think. And so red is one of the best colors, I think, in the new set. I will just go over the cards that I think are worth discussing. I mean, this could maybe a 1 or 2 of it's just a worse Maui, but maybe it's a 5th or a 6th Maui, but for now I don't think so. Deciso is just bad, I think. It's 8 cost unlinkable, kills this card, and this effect is too conditional. I mean, I will try green purple because it's my favorite color combination, but I don't know if it's good enough, Bellwood. But yeah, I will try it, of course. I mean, this is a really good addition in any red deck, maybe. This could even maybe replace Cusco, because this is a really, really good card. And I have a friend in our locals that played a deck with how is this called? This card called with plus 1 strength to all princes and kings and stuff. A duke or something. A duke. And that duke was really annoying. Just giving Flynn Rider to a 2/2 or something. That was so annoying. And I think this effect is underestimated, maybe. If you think about all these cards and think about them with 1 strength more, then they all get really, really good cards. So this is a good card. It's unconditioned. So I would be really surprised if this would not see much play. Um, I mean, this we talked about in the podcast. I'm not super high on this, but this is kind of decent in racing situations. Medallion weights. Yeah, it's at least decent. Maybe it's too high cost. This could be in red blue decks. Maybe this spot like the shield or something. Just an additional decent item, because it's not bad. It's not bad. You can play this in blue red decks, 1 or 2 of maybe. And it's annoying if this on the board. Yes, yeah, Sapphire, it's really annoying, I think. Because, yeah, it's awkward for your opponent to deal with this. This is one of the best cards of the new set. I'm really confident when I say that. It's crazy good. It fills a gap that red had in the past. I think maybe maybe not in Mufasa, but in any other red deck, this will be 2 or 3 of, I think. Tuk-tuk? Which tuk-tuk? This tuk-tuk? Oh, this is. I think this is not good. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, body and evasive, but there's 2 less rewards right now for going to a location. And there's this. Seth convinced me a little bit about this Mulan. I was not too high on her, but she's good. And I talked about it, the threat that she provides just by getting this low cost Mulan. The 1-drop Mulan is even better maybe than this 2 cost, but even the threat that she provides. Yeah, that's always hard to say, this location. I mean, they do not look good. I don't like locations if they have so many conditions to be good, because most of in the past, all locations with no law were really bad. I mean, every non-law location was just unplayable, and if the conditions are too bad, for example, wow, that's so conditional, and you need to move. Oh no. So now this is a tough one. Everyone says, and it's reasonable, that this could be the best card of the new set, and I think it's really strong. Yes, but maybe it's not. Oh, this is a tough one, I know, but maybe it's a little bit less good than we think, but it will still be very good, and it's totally reasonable to play this 4 times. But I could imagine you ink this card very, very often, because there will be, I think, many situations where this card is not too good, the Goofy, but it's just good in itself. I can just imagine you ink this very often because two strength deals with, if you think about the current meta, the rush 2 would not kill that much, but it's kind, yeah, a bit overrated. I would also say that, yeah, because you can think about this card like a goat. I think it's like a goat for red because it's really easy to get this too low. Yeah, Sapphire, I think so too. Um, and imagine, for example, just a board like opponent has a snake on board and a fox, and you have this in your hand, and you think, okay, what do I do with this? You will ink it. I think you will ink this card very, very often, but it's not bad, you know. It's totally reasonable to play this card. Yeah, crap. I mean, in red purple, this could be just 2 or 3 off, I think, because it's just another goat. I could imagine you could play some red purple really aggressive decks with this and goat. Oh my gosh, this could. Wow, that's scary. Just like the just like the hyper aggro red purple from last set, and with LeFou or something, and ready this and challenge 2 characters. Yeah, goat and rabbit are still, but that's the thing that I also think. I mean, it's an aggressive card, but it's kind of a same thing like I called Robin Hood for, but Robin Hood, because in last set I was bad. I know that Robin Hood is a little bit overrated because Robin Hood does not anything good, but has so much going on that it's still crazy good. But Robin Hood is just most of the time just because this body for 3 is just too crazy. But this is the same thing. In an aggressive deck, you don't need rush most of the time. And in a controller deck, you don't need this effect too much. But just as a card in general, this is just a good card, you know. But I think it's a little bit overrated. Yeah, a little bit overrated. But all red decks will try this card. And for example, for Mufasa, this is really good because this is a good addition for Mufasa decks because it helps a little bit against aggro for Mufasa. And it's also gaining your lore, and Mufasa sometimes are just racing. For Mufasa, this is a really good addition, I think. It's made for Mufasa. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm. I mean, it's a really good card. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's a little bit overrated. But maybe I'm wrong. And this site is some behind. The dragon. Which dragon? Yeah, that's true. But um, if he's not strong enough, then that doesn't change. Too. Yeah, I mean, you could see that Ruby has just a goat. You know, that's it's a meta defining card, of course. Yeah, that's true. Which dragon do you mean? The Sisu. This or this high cost Sisu. This high cost Sisu is so bad. This is just trash. I think this 8 cost Sisu. Or what do you mean? Yeah. No, the unlinked Sisu is not playable. I think. What? Huh? This one, yeah. This is not playable. This is so bad. Oh God. Really? So this one. This is not a great Mufasa target. I don't see it. See it. I don't see it doing things better than Scar or Be Prepared. So the best cards. I just wanted to. Yeah, let me go to the other colors and then I will sum it up for me. I don't see the CISO, to be honest. When I first saw this card, Ariel. Yeah, I'm also talking about the 8 drop. It's potentially playable. Yeah, I don't see it, but I mean, if the meta has a lot of targets, then maybe. Of course, it does trigger with Mufasa, but the effect is not good. I think it's not good enough. The 3-cost uninkable CISO. Sorry. Are all cards here? I think they're missing some cards. This one. I saw that. I mean, it's a meta. It's a meta call. I mean, it's a tough condition here, but this card is not super bad. But it's a tough condition, and uninkable hurts this card a lot, I think. But it kills Hiram and something. Yeah, I don't see so. Yeah, but it's not a really bad card. But I don't see CISO as well. Yeah, but this CISO is not bad. It kills some really good. There are some targets for this, even in the current meta. I mean, if you see the CISO, you will compare this to Scar or Be Prepared, you know. And I think Scar and Be Prepared is just way better. Are there other cards missing here? I also think this card is a little bit underrated because this card is playable, I think. This is not unplayable, this card. I don't know if it's good enough, but it's not unplayable. It has some uses and it's singable, of course, and it can remove Cogsworth or such cards. The Ruby Flynn is scary. Yes, he's not in here as well. The Ruby Flynn is really really good. Does someone have a pick of the Ruby Flynn? Yeah, I thought it is here, but it's not. Hello. Okay. This is a really, really good card. And no one is talking about this card, but I think this card is crazy good. Banish chosen item is player against 2 Lord. It's so versatile. Druids19, thanks for your follow. Yeah, this is so good. This is so good, really. It's so versatile. I mean, you could use it on. Yeah, this is. It's a finisher. Fishes my meat. Thanks for your follow. It's a finisher, and you can also use it as a removal for really, really annoying. Savits, thanks for your raid, and congratulations again for your victory. It was a cool race, and it was an honor to race against you. And thanks for your raid, and welcome everyone. Yeah, it will be cool. It's always a pleasure. It's so much fun, even though I lost. But it was heartbreaking. The last games. I saw your game as well, Sabitz, and I think it was the same situation. Sadly, I wanted you to lose, but in the other hand, I just thought, oh, you deserve this win so much. But of course, we both thought he should lose. But yeah, that was so crazy. I saw that, yeah, and it was kind of, I want him to win, but I want him to lose. It was awkward. Yeah, green blue items. I don't see it because green blue has no board wipe. Blue red does only exist because it has good board wipes. Because if you say blue green items, okay, you play these items, and how do you deal with the board? Maybe I'm wrong, or you play just cards like Milo Tetch or something. But yeah, but this is 7 cost uninkable. But this card is highly underrated, I think. Really, really good. It's so versatile. Yeah, I was on this aerial here. When I first saw this card, then I thought, oh god, this is totally busted, and it's kind of busted. But the question I think about, is this better than Bell? That's the question. I mean, it feels kind of a similar role to Bell, and she's really good this area. But the question is just, is it better than Bell? Is it because it's really similar cards, but Ward is a big upside, but it's 2 cost more and uninkable. Okay. In a blue red, that's the tough question, I think. Do you play this or Bell? Because I think that you need either of these because it's just too good to do this 5 floor thing. And yeah, she survives Medusa. That's her upside, but she has some downsides, and that's the question. Because if you play blue red, I mean, you have Fishbone, but otherwise you ink Bell a lot, I think. Not because she's bad, because just she fills this niche role, and you can't ink this card. That could hurt a lot. For example, if you play against some aggressive deck, you don't need this card. It's just bad. Yeah, not bad, but you need other cards then, and then it hurts, I think, that you can't incur. But it's a good card, no question. It's a good card. It's just the comparison to Bell. What is hard to consider, I think. Yeah, it's hard to consider. When this card revealed first, I thought this is really, really good, and I think it's not bad. That I would like to hear Zephyr's opinion on this card, but maybe it's just too slow. Hey, nice, Mugen. Okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe it's yeah. I thought that too. I think it's maybe better than this Heart of Tefiti in if you want to play like a card like this. Yeah, but I would say it's clearly better than Heart of Tefiti. But Heart of Tefiti fell out of because Heart of Tefiti was not bad into some matchups that go really grindy, but Quill is still better. Yeah, and it's exerted here. Oh my gosh! I misread it. It's from the discard. Okay, this is not good. Thank you. Next. Nice, Pavel. You're the goat. You're the goat of all time. I'm so bad. Don't hear to me because then it would be busted. Just don't hear to me. No. Do something else. Yeah, Scuttle is really is decent. Blue got not that much, to be honest. This is a decent effect, but wow, that's all. Blue got nothing. Did blue get nothing? The aerial clean as such. Trust me, this is not a 4 of, but a 3 of or something. Ah, okay. Um, so there we should have everything. Is there anything blue? Is there anything? I mean, this is the legendary, but this is not good. Uh, this is really not good. Even if it's a come into play effect, it would not be super crazy good. And this is maybe the worst legendary. What is this effect? I mean, huh? Okay, nice. This is so bad, I think. Nah, I mean, nah, no. If I have all of my the wall out, yes. Imagine you played 4 times the wall, and then play this. It's so good. Oh yes. Oh, Nomelix the combo. Yes, that's so crazy. I mean, you can play this. Maybe Sapphire wants to play this as well in this Acro deck. Well, this is 3 lore as much. It stacks. Oh my gosh. You can play this 2 times. But serious, I think this is one of the better songs for of this thing together because Blue has. I mean, you can double sing this with Hiram and Grammatala or something, and the effect is really strong. I think. This is a really good effect. Um, but it's too death draw maybe. And you can even sometimes in a ramp deck, you can sometimes hardcast this, but I don't know if it's good enough. As I When I first saw this, I thought, okay, this is one of the better Sing Together songs because Blue has maybe the opportunity to play this. Okay, okay, okay. Sapphire. Maybe Ruby. Did we forget something here? What's this effect again? No. But here is the new Flynn also not. But okay, let's look up on Steel. I think this is a really good card. This Aladdin. I think that this fits in any Bucky or Bucky slash Bucky slash um, Blue Fairy deck. Um, you will just play this. It's really good. Yeah, the Flynn is here. I think this is scary. This is a scary card because this card could also take just games, could take over games really really fast. It punishes you so much for doing nothing. Oh, Nomlix, I hate you so much. Because this is just a natural replacement for. Yeah, the Flynn is really amazing. Um, but this is just a natural replacement for Bencha in every Floodborne deck. But this is so good because it's just saving you space in your deck because it's a replacement for Bencha. You have this effect, Bencha effect still. I mean, not that reliable than Bencha, but still, and also a Floodborne playing this on turn 3 after Bucky is really good. Yeah, the Flynn is really scary. I mean, it. I closed this. Where was this? Where was this? Here. Um, so this is a really good card, this Aladdin. And this card is highly overrated, I think. This is not good. Or if you say this is good, you could say this is good, but in which deck would you play this card? I can't. You don't play this in Steel Song. Is I don't know. Do you shift 3-drop Ariel to this? I don't know. Why you should do that? Maybe the Candio can say something about this because you won't test this in Steel Song, do you? I think this is not good in Steel Song. But yeah, Emerald Steel maybe. Yeah. Make Steel Song better. So you think you will play this in Steel Song? I don't know if you play this in Steel Song deck. I don't think it's a crazy good turn to just shift your Ariel onto this. Maybe I underestimate its effect, but do you have this 2 ink to do this effect? Yeah, and also Steel Song doesn't need ping, but for now I don't see the deck that this card fits in. Yeah, I would agree with Nomlix here. I don't see a deck where this card shines. And as well, three strength is not good for such a high cost card. Yeah, it's not a goal. That's correct. It's not a goal to use this effect. It's very rare that you need this effect, and then I don't know. Also, I think a 3-drop Ariel on the board is enough. You have your 5-cost singer on the board. You can do it multiple times, yes, but oh, you need to sing a song, do this effect. You need to play another song and use its effect again. It's very rare, and then it's win more by that's then it's win more. But yeah, I love so hard. Sapphire did yeah, more. Sapphire, you talk about this card. I had to laugh so hard because he's even tougher than he looks, but he looks like a clown, and that's totally true. Yeah, look at this face. It's so. I mean, he's not super bad, but it's so funny. And this is also not a really bad card. Nobody talks about this in aggressive decks. It has just 3 lore, but maybe it's too weak. But it survives really many cards. Why is this legendary? I don't get it. I mean, they did. I think the Mulan in the first set was the Mulan legendary. I don't think so. Uh, this is so bad. Ah. And this is interesting here. This is interesting, but it's a high roll card here. What do you mean, Nomlix? Um, yeah, this one, yeah, this is really good, yeah. Wow, this is yeah. This is decent, at least decent. But LeFou is this is awkward. I mean, you can high roll with this card so much because if you have multiple cards on your hand, multiple copies in your hand, turn 2 or something, um, you could just play 3 of these cards and then just turn 2. We talked about this in the. I think we talked about this in the podcast. Um, Turn 2, play Pino, challenge the character, play 3 times this, and next turn you sing draw 5. Is this crazy good? Is this crazy good? It's so consistently good. This is a really good broom. No, you aren't because you play this 10 cost cards, draw 5. Yeah, but I mean you're out of cards, but then you have on turn 2 you have 5 characters on the board. I don't know much decks that can recover from this. This is the best broom, maybe. And this broom is also really good. If you compare this to Hercules in set 2, then this is really, really annoying. I mean, it's a Medusa target, but only if it's no other broom on the field. It's really, really sticky. Every steel deck hates this card because, yeah, the one drop room, yeah, true, the one drop room. But this is better than Hercules, I think, stat wise. And really, into any steel deck, they hate this card so much. And I also like this Mickey. This is my favorite art of the new set. And it's a really, if brooms are good, then this card is good, obviously. It survives Maui, yes, the broom. I think the broom is really good. It's a little bit it's a little bit a matchup thing, but because yeah, it can be Medusa, but yeah, but I think this is really good. If broom decks are a thing, I think this is at least a 3 of. Yeah, brooms need to be tested, yeah. But this is the best edition a broom deck can get. It is so good, I think. It's a good effect. It has resist 1. It's a decent threat. 2 lore, resist 1. Really annoying threat. And this effect as well, I think it's. I mean, you won't shift this card. You will never shift this, I think, but. Yeah, I can't wait to farm broom testers. But maybe they. And this is the most frightening card for me. I think this is clearly S tier because there's so much combo potential with this card. It's so scary. I saw a deck that I don't know if you all know Sailor. He's also a really, really good player, and he built a deck with this and just playing Amber Steel with this card and yeah, with Wheel and such cards, and then Pride Lands and just Rockstar Stitch, and every hero you gain 1 lord. This is so frightening. Wow, this is so frightening, really. You could. I think we all hate this card so much, and also the second effect is also not to underestimate. It's useful. This is scary card. This Phil. And what was this Mickey? You said this steel Mickey. I mean, it's. I don't think so. I mean, crab is way better. I mean, I know crab costs 3, but I don't think so, to be honest. And this is also overrated, this card. In which deck do you want to play this card? As the next, also always the same question. In which deck do you want to play this? Yeah, but you don't want to shift this, Mickey. Why? It's not necessary to shift this. Because you shift this on turn 3, then this other broom effect doesn't come in too good, and I think it's not necessary that this is a Floodborn. And this is just like the Megara from set 1, and Megara was not super good. And you can argue which stats were better. I mean, this had maybe better stats than Megara. Yeah, shift wheel. Okay, yeah. Yeah, shift wheel is the best thing you can do. That's true. But I don't know if you play wheel in this broom decks. Do you? I don't know. But this Spanish all items I am not too high on. And I'm also not too high on this card because for me this is just worse. Grab your sword. The first question you should ask yourself: is this a better effect than grab your sword? Brew Mill. True. Brew Mill. You even play this the 2-cost brooms. Oh my gosh. Is this effect better than grab your sword? What would you say? I don't know. I'm not too sure if this effect is better than Crepusode. Maybe it is, but there are clearly situations where Crepusode is better. And then this card costs just 5 more. That's a lot. Yeah, obviously a lot harder to use. And if I don't see this clearly better than Crepusode, then I don't know. But it depends a little bit on the meta. A yellow Mulan deck. You mean the mob song? I think the best thing together is the Ruby one, maybe, but. So we got everything. Did we forget something? I don't think so. So if you ask me the best cards of the new set, I said that I will say that. But it's so hard to say. For me, I must mention the Ursula, 7-drop Ursula, Bell, the 5-drop Bell. There's some good cards, but I mean, Creaky is for me not one of the best cards. I think the Muses, as a card in itself, the Muses are really good. I don't know if a deck exists with them, but um, yeah, the Amber song is quite decent, but even the Ruby is even better, I think. So the Muses are really high on them. That's the best Emerald card for me, just as a card in itself. I don't know if this deck finds, but this is a strong card. Just you can play this. This deck is this card is can build its own deck. Yeah, Bruno maybe, but it's very conditional. I must mention the Goofy as one of the best cards. Although I said it's a little bit overrated. I think the Flynn is not one of the best cards of the set because it's very conditional. And then I think Sapphire is for me the worst color, maybe. I mean, there are some decent cards, but nothing that's really an upgrade, crazy upgrade. Yeah, again, the muses have so many. I think steel is maybe the best color again. So annoying. Every set I say that, and they refuse to play steel. Lol. Because steel has really good cards, and yeah, Phil is one of the best cards of the new set for me. Just because, it can be so. Imagine, I mean, it's not that likely, but imagine you have 2 of these on the board. Oh my gosh. But I think we all agree that this set is not the best set yet. I think it's maybe the worst, to be honest. Oh, Melanco the hero. I think in overall steel and green, yeah, green has because green has really much good cards, but not that crazy good. I mean, there are some really high potential cards, or just general. I mean, Pegasus replaces Pascal. Big Pegasus is good. Quickie is good. Diablos may be good. There are really much cards. But we don't talk about Bruno is good. Muses are good. There are at least 6 or 7 cards that are playable. And I think with the release, I think that's a natural way of the meta. With the release of more and more sets, the matchup curve flattens a little bit because every color combination gets more answers to things they lack. They lacked in the past. For example, I don't know. It's just an example, but Green Purple did struggle against Steel Song, and Ursula, for example, I don't know if she's good enough to be that answer, but she's an answer to Steel Song. Incaster is really bad. Don't play this card. Really, don't play this. If you have to, in my maybe it's. I mean, the Hades is worse, yeah, because Hades is really trash. But Incaster, I don't see it. And I don't see the deck in which Incaster has a place. Isabel Madrigal, is this the purple one? Isabel. This one. This is not bad. This is not bad. But it's also not super good. And that's hurting her a lot. I mean, we're all afraid of this 3 strength. Hey, Spessy. Signed contract is, it's too niche, I think. The ladder did finish and I got second, yes. Savis won. Sadly. I mean, it's a solid card, of course. And for limited, for example, this is just one of the best cards of the set, I think. Wow, for limited. Oh my gosh. In every sealed or Savitz won the race, I wanted to say. Especially he won the race. He's first. Yeah, I'm always second, yeah.